So this is our flowchart. Let's look at it. So starting our application, and then, as you've already seen in the algorithm, we need two inputs. So we need the city, we need the category. We ask for the two inputs, and then we check whether the inputs are valid. If they're not valid, then we show a warning. Line goes all the way here, goes all the way here, and then it says exit application. We could have done the thing where you're going around and asking the user if they want to try again, but the acceptance criteria didn't really say anything, so we didn't do it. But you already know how to do it if you want to extend this application. So then if the inputs are valid, then we say, okay, well, download listing contents. And then once you have the contents, then grab specified HTML element from the contents. So now you're going to be using the regular expression to grab that specific HTML element. And then you were going to have a list. The list will either have one or many or nothing. So if there actually are no elements, then there are no matches, obviously. So this line once again goes all the way here and says exit application, shows that there are no matches, and then exits the application. If there are matches, this is the interesting part. We say, okay, well, has the end of list reached? Meaning the list of these HTML elements, right? The matched HTML elements. If this is not the end of the list, then go and say, look up the current element in the HTML list. In a sense, we're basically just going to the next element, right? Or the current element that we're in. So this is just saying, if the list is not empty, then just look at this list, and then we're going to basically iterate through that list. And say if there are any HTML parts specified for this matched HTML element. Remember, we're not just going to grab the listing, we're going to be grabbing specific things from the listing. So, if there's nothing specified, if it's no, then we just say, well, add the current element to the scraped items list, because there's nothing specified that we want to grab specifically from this HTML element. Or, in our case, it's going to be the listing. And if that's the case, then we just say move to the next element in HTML list, elements list, and we go all the way here, and we kind of like do the cycle again and again and again until it says has end of list reached. If it has, then we say show scraped items list, and then we basically just go here and say exit application. And this show scraped items list means that it's just stuff that has been matched, and that's what we're going to show, and then exit the application. Now here's this other part here, right? So if we go here and for that HTML element we say that there are parts specified, then we go enter another loop here which says, well, has the end of list for this reached? And if it has not, then you say scrape current HTML element that we got from here for specified parts. So this is the part where we're going to say, well, this is the listing and we want specific things from this listing, and we're going to scrape those. And if the match has been found for these specified things, then we're going to add them to the scraped items list. If not, then we're just going to move to the next specified element, and then we're going to continue this loop again and again and again until the end of the list has been reached. And then so it says has end of list reached. If yes, then we go here and we just move to the next HTML element, right? And then we go here and we just do this, right? And on each iteration, we're also going to be doing this loop, which is grabbing the parts off the element. And we're going to be doing that until reaches the end, shows the matched elements, and then exits the application. As simple as that, really. And all we need to do now is just go over the concepts that we need to know to be able to write our simple web scraper application.